Previously on Veronica Mars. I used to sit there. The only reason I was allowed past the velvet ropes was Duncan Kane. He used to be my boyfriend.
I've got a secret, a good one.
Duncan, what happened?
Where's Lily?
But you already know how this part of the story ends. The murder of Lily Kane. And that bungling local sheriff you heard about was my dad.
Your dad's out tracking down bail jumpers half the time, and yet somehow all the cases that come in here still get handled. How is that?
We're efficient. Previously on Veronica Mars, Duncan Kane, son of software billionaire Jake Kane. He used to be my boyfriend. Then one day...
I've got a secret, a good one.
Duncan, what happened?
Where's Lily?
Does your dad still think that Lily's father did this? That is Duncan's sister? Your friend?
My dad's belief that Jake Kane was the murderer became a moot point. An emergency recall election removed him from office. A month after Dad lost his job, Mom split for good. It's been 8 months since I've seen my mother. Previously on Veronica Mars.
Why does she hate me? She'd hate anyone she thought that Duncan might love as much as her. Friendly advice? Watch her. She'll break the two of you up if she can.
Duncan Kane. He used to be my boyfriend. It's been a year since my best friend Lily Kane was murdered.
That's my girlfriend. Your friend? Duncan's sister?
I think we could be a little more patient, Jake.
We all lost Lily and we all miss her, but that doesn't mean we stop living our lives.
The truth is gonna come out. It doesn't add up. You know that deep down inside.
Flat?
Just as God made me.
Do you need some help? Troy.
And Veronica.
Previously on Veronica Mars.
I've got a secret, a good one.
It's been a year since my best friend Lily Kane was murdered.
That's my girlfriend. Your friend? Duncan's sister?
My dad wants to meet you.
Don't worry, I give good parent.
Actually, she hasn't told me anything about you.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Neither do I.
So I got a call from your guidance counselor today. Any idea what for?
Nope. She's been late. She has attitude with certain teachers. And socially, she seems to be a bit isolated.
But I never want you to think your mom's the villain in all this.
The hero is the one that stays, and the villain is the one that splits. Previously on Veronica Mars. It's been a year since my best friend Lily Kane was murdered.
Sheriff's Department has apprehended Abel Coons, shoes in a backpack.
The Lily Kane murder file. Dad still hasn't given up on the case.
We all lost Lily and we all miss her.
Duncan Kane. He used to be my boyfriend.
I just want to see him passionate about something.
And let's not forget Logan Eccles. Every school has an obligatory psychotic jackass. He's ours.
You think you're this big outsider. Push comes to shove, you're still one of them. You still think like one of them.
Previously on Veronica Mars. It's been a year since my best friend Lily Kane was murdered. Everyone remembers reading about the bungling local sheriff. That bungling sheriff was my dad. Duncan Kane. He used to be my boyfriend. Then one day, with no warning, he ended things. What do you think Mom was doing at the Camelot Motel with Jake Kane 2 weeks ago?
I told you to stay away from that case.
You know what your little joke cost me?
You say you're sorry.
I don't want his apology. Previously on Veronica Mars.
The Lily Kane murder case took an unexpected turn as Abel Coons fired his public-appointed legal counsel.
Guess he's ready to die.
I guess what everybody says about you is true, too. That you spy on Duncan Kane.
Duncan Kane. He used to be my boyfriend. Did you know that your dad and my mom were king and queen of the prom? I guess they were like a couple or something. This is an enlargement of a crime scene photo taken the night of Lily's murder. And I need to show you something.
What are those shoes doing in Abel Coons' possession?
Good question. Previously on Veronica Mars. All this time, I've been thinking Mom bolted because she couldn't handle losing everything. Maybe she just couldn't handle losing me. Did you know that your dad and my mom were king and queen of the prom? Mr. Kane?
Veronica, meet again.
What are the odds? It's been a year since my best friend Lily Kane was murdered, and I know you're still investigating Lily's murder.
Solve the case and your mom comes home.
So let's do it. Let's solve the case. It's the footage of Abel Coons' arrest.
I know who you are, Veronica Mars.
My dad tried to save your life.
Look in a mirror. Are you the product of a schlubby sheriff or the king and queen of the prom?
Previously on Veronica Mars. It's been a year since my best friend Lily Kane was murdered. Dad told Jake Kane, the most powerful man in town, that he was sure he was somehow involved in his own daughter's death. Duncan Kane. He used to be my boyfriend. And let's not forget Logan Eccles. His dad makes $20 million a picture.
Smile, Logan. Oh, don't forget, these folks pay for all of this, huh?
What the hell do you think you're doing on our beach?
Am I supposed to apologize? Am I supposed to shake in my boots? Weevil.
Baby.
Look around you, man. It ain't 15 on 4 tonight.
That's right.
All this time, I've been thinking Mom bolted because she couldn't handle losing everything. Maybe she just couldn't handle losing me. Clarence Weedman, the man who took surveillance photos of me. The ones with me framed in a gun sight.
You've reached Clarence Weedman, head of security, Kane Software.
And there it is. I know who's responsible for scaring Mom away from Neptune. Her former lover, Dad's nemesis, Jake Kane. Previously on Veronica Mars.
It isn't my predecessor and mentor. Are you doing anything special to mark the one-year anniversary of Lily Kane's murder?
Tell me again how you solved the crime. An anonymous tip. Did anybody show up to collect a reward? Do you find that strange?
Damn it! Wow, it's really criminal of you.
I'm Veronica, by the way.
Mac.
I know who's responsible for scaring Mom away from Neptune. Clarence Weedman, the man who took surveillance photos of me. So if Jake Kane is my biological father, that information is going to be worth millions. Previously on Veronica Mars.
God, Lily, I see the Prozac's working. I've got a secret. A good one.
Socially, she seems to be a bit isolated.
I'd say Veronica's doing pretty well given the circumstances.
I know how close she was with Lily Kane.
The truth is gonna come out. It doesn't add up.
Lily?
What, you forgot about me already?
What are you doing?
Why do you have Lily's name on your arm?
You really want?
Yeah, I really want to know.
My husband gets a lot of disturbing letters from fans.
I swear, I don't know you.
Previously on Veronica Mars.
Veronica, you're not going to be able to come to terms with Lily's death if you keep all this pain bottled up inside.
I'll find closure when Lily's killer's rotting away in prison.
No, Veronica was my friend too. And if she hadn't ratted me out, then Lily and I would have stayed together.
These stories, when they're tearing my family apart, if you try to divorce me, I will leave you with nothing. No house, no maid, and no friend.
You say another word to her and I will kill you.
I cannot take this anymore.
Requesting assistance for possible jumper on the Coronado Bridge.
Previously on Veronica Mars. You never saw Lily Kane in your life. Why would you confess to killing her?
Do you want to know how I bashed your friend's brains in? I know who you are, Veronica Mars.
How long have you been feeling like this?
Since I stopped taking my meds.
So what exactly is your mystery illness, Duncan? And what other pills are you taking?
I know you blame me for your mother's death. Let's make a deal. Our war's over now.
They didn't find a body because she's not dead. She just escaped.
Previously on Veronica Mars, Duncan Kane. He used to be my boyfriend. Then one day, with no warning, he ended things. Is Duncan my half-brother?
Meg, you're the last good person at the school.
You do have friends, Veronica. Lily Kane was my best friend. Did you know that the head of security at Kane Software was the one that made the tip call that got Abel Kuntz arrested?
Veronica, I know you have a million questions, but everything will make sense when the time is right.
You heard from your sister.
She sent a telegram.
I know you blame me for your mother's death.
They didn't find a body because she's not dead.
I guess I should be grateful that my mother didn't leave her car on a bridge.
Logan, what are you doing here?
I want you to find my mother.
Previously on Veronica Mars. What do you think Mom was doing at the Camelot Motel with Jake Kane?
Veronica, please.
I know all about your dad and the murder investigation.
No, you don't. Lily Kane was my best friend.
The guy confessed. He said he did it.
You're dying, Abel. You didn't kill Lily Kane. You're just somebody's patsy. Did you know that the head of security at Kane Software was the one that got Abel Kuntz arrested?
I think I have a secret admirer.
Jake Giles was right. Love stinks.
Mom?
Previously on Veronica Mars. It's been a year and a half since my best friend Lily Kane was murdered.
I never would have hurt her.
Lily and Weevil? So what is the mystery condition that's causing your ex-boyfriend and possible half-brother to black out? Did you know that Clarence Weedman, head of security at Kane Software, was the one that made the tip call that got Abel Kuntz arrested? You're dying, Abel. Did you know that there's a traffic ticket that proves that Lily's time of death is 3 hours off? Jake and Celeste, either of them could have gone home on their own and killed Lily. Previously on Veronica Mars.
I can do this. I can kick this on my own. There is nothing 12 weeks in here can do that I can't do myself.
I want you to come home. I miss you.
God, Veronica.
I don't know what you saw.
File on Duncan.
Obviously, Jake and Celeste lied about their alibis. What made you think they were involved in covering up Lily's death?
You doing some laundry?
Honey, it was a soccer uniform I found in the dryer.
Previously on Veronica Mars.
Later, deputy. You met someone?
Alicia and I talked about it.
Wallace's mom?
I know you blame me for your mother's death.
She was your mom, my stepmom.
Dad could have used you then.
So now you're worried about Dad's welfare. Isn't he the big bad wolf? Cigarette burns, broken noses.
I never would have hurt her.
Lily and Weevil?
Lily is dead. Her killer is in jail.
Abel Koontz didn't kill Lily.
You think I killed Lily?
You haven't seen Duncan tonight, have you? He's missing.
Previously on Veronica Mars.
You think I killed Lily?
Duncan, calm down.
What? Think I'm gonna have another episode and kill you too?
You haven't seen Duncan tonight, have you? He's missing. His parents think he may have run away.
That does matter. You didn't want them dating either.
Yeah, I probably wish Mom would have found a guy who wasn't my best friend's dad.
I know Lily loved you.
It's just not like I loved her.
I don't have to feel guilty anymore.
Feel guilty about what?
What are we doing?
No idea.
Previously on Veronica Mars.
I need to report a crime.
Is there anyone in particular you'd like me to arrest, or should I just round up the sons of the most important families in town?
You know what this is? A bug. I found it in that house plant. You know who delivered it? Your son.
50 grand. Not bad.
Money for nothing.
Might not be as easy as you think.
Duncan Kane, think I'll be able to track him down.
I love Lily, and Lily loved guys.
It's okay. I don't have to feel guilty anymore.
Guilty about what?
What are we doing?
Who gave you the Rohypnol the night of Shelley Palmer's party?
It was Logan Eccles.
Previously on Veronica Mars.
Stop by the office and we'll finish up.
Finish up.
Referring to the reward.
Veronica and I had an arrangement.
I'm a murderer and a rapist now. I slept with you.
What about that is so wrong?
Because you're my sister.
I know you were with Abel Koontz at the time he supposedly murdered Lily Kane.
You think they're serious?
It won't last long. My mom's in rehab and she gets cleaned up. She's coming home.
You're gonna lay a hand on her the way you did Lily?
Don't even say her name.
You learned that from Lily.
No, Lily learned that from me.